Asterisk, sometimes the hardest thing to do is walk away from someone who's suffering. And sometimes the cruelest thing someone can do is betray the very person who saved their life. Asterisk, my name is Nathan. And this is the story of how I sacrificed everything, my career, my savings, my health to help my wife survive cancer, only for her to betray me with another man. I'm 38 years old. For 15 years, I worked at the same manufacturing company, slowly climbing the ladder. The pay wasn't great, but it was steady. My wife, Chloe, worked as an administrative assistant. Together, we lived a comfortable middle-class life. We weren't perfect, but we were stable. We had a modest 3-bedroom house, 2 reliable cars, some savings, and even dreamed about kids one day. But over time, stability turned into routine, and routine turned into distance. We became more like roommates than lovers. Conversations were shallow, intimacy faded, and I often wondered if this was what marriage was supposed to feel like after 10 years. Still, I love Chloe, and when she was diagnosed with stage 3 ovarian cancer, everything changed. The day we sat in the oncologist's office, hearing the word cancer, it was like the world collapsed under our feet. She was only 36, healthy, no family history, and yet here we were. Surgery, chemotherapy, endless appointments. It was going to be brutal. And in that moment, I made a promise to myself. I would be the husband she needed. I would carry her through this nightmare, no matter the cost. And oh, did it cost me. I rearranged my life completely. My career stalled, my savings drained. I cashed out retirement funds, maxed out credit cards, even borrowed against our home. But money was just paper compared to what I gave emotionally. I bathed her after surgery, cleaned her wounds, managed her pain, held her while chemo tore her body apart. I sat through 6-hour infusions, drove her to every appointment, rushed her to the ER when her white blood cell counts plummeted. Our marriage stopped being about love, it became survival. She was fragile, sick, in pain. And I was no longer her husband. I was her caretaker. But I told myself it was temporary, that once she beat cancer, we'd rebuild what we lost. And against the odds, she did beat it. After 8 grueling months, Chloe was in remission. We cried together. I thought, asterisk, this is it, we survived, and now we could be whole again. Asterisk, but I was wrong. Chloe came out of remission a different person. She talked about having a new lease on life, about chasing excitement, about not wasting time. At first, I thought it was positive. She joined a survivors group, started exercising, even seemed happier. But soon, she was spending more and more time away. She dressed up for support group events, guarded her phone, became vague and secretive. I wanted to believe she just needed space after trauma. But the pit in my stomach told me otherwise. So one night, I followed her, and what I saw broke me. She walked up to a townhouse, greeted by a tall man who hugged her like she was his everything. She wasn't meeting friends. She was meeting asterisk him. Asterisk when I confronted her. She denied it, until she couldn't anymore. She admitted it. She'd been having an affair with another cancer survivor. Her excuse? He understood her in a way I never could. That she needed passion, intensity, life. Do you know what it feels like to give everything to someone, your money, your health, your soul, and be told you're not enough? That all your sacrifices made you part of the life they wanted to escape? That night, I told Chloe I wanted a divorce. The financial toll was brutal. I was already drained from her treatment. Now I had debt, no retirement, and legal fees piling up, but the emotional toll was worse. I had been loyal through her darkest days, and the moment she could breathe again, she chose someone else. Months later, just when I thought I could finally move forward, Chloe called me. Her cancer was back. Aggressive. She begged me to come back, to be her caregiver again. Promised she'd end the affair, that she realized she made a mistake. But deep down, I knew the truth. She didn't want asterisk me. Asterisk she wanted a caretaker. And I couldn't destroy myself a second time. I told her no, that I was sorry for her pain, but I couldn't go through it again. 18 months later, Chloe passed away. I didn't visit her at the hospital. I'd already said goodbye long before she died. Do I grieve for her? Yes. She was too young, and cancer is a cruel, merciless disease. But I don't regret choosing myself, Because sacrifice without reciprocity isn't love, it's self-destruction. And that's the lesson I learned the hardest way possible. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is walk away because your life matters, too.